Oh, hello. Let me tell you about my relationship with alcohol. So my relationship with alcohol started when I was 5 years old with a champagne incident. I was at my nan's house and I drank loads of champagne. All my family were around me and I just went mental at like 5 years old. I could have been 5, I could have been 7. I don't know, I'll have to ask my mum. How old was I when the champagne incident happened?
You were age 3. It was my sister Delia's 30th birthday. Champagne was poured in the kitchen. Lots of people started to arrive at Nanny's house and I got distracted for 2 minutes. About 5 minutes later, I realised that you were blushing quite bright red and on a second thought, oh no! I knew exactly what you'd done. I raced out to the kitchen and realised that one of the glasses was just empty and you just helped yourself. So to young parents out there, don't ever be distracted.
You heard it here first, folks. Don't be distracted with your 3-year-old child with champagne.
So I hope you didn't get a taste for it, really.
Well, I kind of did, as I'll describe in the rest of the video. Thank you, mother.
Okay. I have to say I'm going out on the town alcohol-free because I'm driving.
You smell well nice.
Thank you.
Thanks for that. My first real experience with alcohol was in year 9. I was at a house party and for ages I was telling everyone that I wasn't going to drink alcohol. I was like, no, I don't need that in my life. Keep that away from me. Why do you want to like ruin your life by being not yourself? It kind of freaked me out back then. But then year 9 came along and then the house parties came along with the year 9 experience. So I was at a house party in the countryside. There were lots of strongbows going around and somehow I ended up taking a sip and then really liking it. I liked it so much. I drank 2 cans in the space of 30 minutes and I was absolutely gone, as they say. Completely and utterly. Goodbye, Martin. Hello, alcoholic year 9 Martin. These house parties went on until obviously the end of year 11 when I left school. It was the pinnacle of partying for me, year 10 and 11. Every house party I pretty much drank loads and I was sick loads and I passed out quite a lot. Let me tell you about this one experience where I passed out, like the worst experience of alcohol I've ever had, and it was with the first drink of vodka. I had no idea what vodka was and like what it could do to you, so I drank a little bit and thinking, oh, this would be right, and then I sat down by a fence near a park whilst everyone was around on the play park because we just went out exploring. Yeah, I was sat against a fence and I was drinking loads of vodka. I pretty much drank 3/4 of a bottle in a space of 20 to 30 minutes and I was completely and utterly gone. And at first I couldn't feel it. I was like, oh my god, I'm such a heavyweight, I'm so macho, I can handle my alcohol like a king. But then an hour went by and it hit me, boom. Pretty much like that. I was sick 30 times on the trampoline, on a chair by a fire, and then I got dragged in onto the sofa, pretty much carried to the sofa. The moment my head hit that pillow on that sofa, I passed out straight away. And the next day I was sent a video of everyone dancing around me on the sofa. I was just there, pretty much passed out. So yeah, that wasn't good. That's not a healthy thing to do in year 10. Then I started going to festivals and of course I drank loads back then. It's kind of dangerous because when I drink, I go into my own little world and I usually explored the festival on my own because I got lost because I was just in my own little world dreaming about nothing and I just somehow lost my friends straight away. So yeah, that was dangerous, like just walking around the festival on my own. I don't even know how I found my tent most of the time. There was this one experience when I was completely drunk and I was in a reggae tent and I was dancing with this girl. Suddenly she goes, stay right there, I'll be back in an hour. So I stayed there for an hour, obviously, chilling on a sofa in the corner because they have a sofa in the reggae tent, obviously. An hour went past and she didn't turn up. I was abandoned by this drunken goddess. I don't know if she was a goddess because I was drinking, but she seemed quite nice. Anyway, moving on. I miss her. Little update. I got cold, put on this jumper, and I changed the camera battery. Back to the video, dog. Edit. So college came along after year 11. Duh. That's how the school system works. College led me to being on the verge of being an alcoholic. There was this one time where I actually drank some vodka in class. I don't know why I did that. It was just an odd day for me. First year of college wasn't a good time for me, end of. But the second year of college was a bit better. And yeah, I was drinking alcohol throughout this period like you do in college. Oh, I completely forgot to tell you about my side relationship with whiskey. I used to go on Skype with a friend and every time we video called, I used to be completely drunk on Teacher's whiskey. You may be asking, where did I get Teacher's whiskey? Well, I got it in the cupboards in my kitchen without my parents' consent. I used to like sneak a little bit so they wouldn't notice. At one time, my mum caught me in the act of like sneaking a bit. I used to be a lightweight. A couple of sips of the Teacher's whiskey would completely destroy me and my liver. and get me drunk, I guess. So yeah, that wasn't good. Back to the college era, and I was drinking in the parks at night time with my friends, and obviously going to house parties. I was just drinking loads in college. I think as a British culture, we think getting completely wrecked and paralytic drunk is actually really cool, and I've come to realise that it really isn't that cool. When I went to uni, this British culture really shone through. It was just a normal thing to do, drinking every day and every night, going out clubbing. That's not a healthy lifestyle if you think about it. What good is that doing to your liver and your health? It's cringy to me now. Like, I used to drink alcohol to have a good time, but now I really don't need to drink alcohol to have a good time. My mate Rianne, who gave me this jumper, she doesn't drink alcohol, and it made me realise you don't need to drink alcohol to have a good time. I was happy, enjoying life. I felt like I didn't need alcohol to have a good time, and I was completely right. One day I just completely stopped drinking alcohol. 4 months later, here I am, sober and happier. I was thinking about not drinking alcohol for months before I met Rianne, but she just gave me that extra little nudge to like help me stop completely. In my mind, I was like, if Rianne can have fun without alcohol, why can't I? And I'm so glad that thought popped into my mind, because it's just great not drinking alcohol. You don't have to worry about spending loads of money. I've saved a bunch of money because every time I go to the pub or I go out to clubbing, I just drink water. The bar people are quite taken aback by this, because I say, can I have some water with ice please? They're a bit like, whoa, hey now, this guy's a bit weird. In a British pub, drinking water on a Friday evening. Are you okay? Yes, I'm okay. Oh my god, this is bloody beautiful. Anyway, back to the video. So yeah, my relationship with alcohol is completely over. RIP alcohol inside my body. I have no urge to drink alcohol. There is literally a bottle of vodka on my bedside table, and I literally had no urge to drink that. A couple of months before I stopped drinking alcohol, I was drinking every chance I got. Literally like a half a bottle of vodka in one sitting. I don't know what it was. I just loved the feeling of feeling absolute crap. I got addicted to that feeling of being completely out of the world, and I wasn't in a good headspace, and alcohol wasn't helping. I was just drowning my sorrows pretty much. Drinking vodka alone in your room, it's not good. I was pretty much an alcoholic 3 days a week, but now I am in nature and I'm sober. Fuck's sake. It goes to show that I don't have an addicted personality, because some people find it really hard to stop drinking alcohol completely, just out the blue, but it wasn't hard for me at all. A thought just came into my mind, I just stopped, and I'm not going to look back because I'm so much more happier without alcohol in my life. Catch me in 5 years time and I'm pretty sure I won't be drinking alcohol, because I just don't need that in my life anymore. Let's wrap this up. In conclusion, alcohol was a bad experience for me, but sometimes good, but most of the time it was bad because I was being sick all the time. But now I've stopped and life is good. Yay! Woo! I don't need alcohol in my life to have a good time. I have nature, flowers and dance moves to be doing rather than doing alcohol. Woo! Dum-dum. Dum-dum. Video over.